Hello everyone, this is Supersnoopy here, back with another SWTOR Republic video. Today I have for you guys another SWTOR Republic discussion episode, and in today's episode we're going to be talking about the leveling process, how it works, my views on it currently with the 12 XP and without it. So I hope you guys enjoy this SWTOR Republic discussion video. As always, if you guys enjoy these videos, then make sure to leave a like. And if you guys want some nice gaming glasses, then check the links down below. No scope gaming glasses, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the discussion. Okay guys, so let's just go ahead and get into it right now. So like I said, today's discussion episode is going to be on the leveling process / leveling in the game itself. Now you may be wondering, what on earth, why are we doing a discussion on leveling itself? You know, it's been out there for a while, since the start of the game, that's with every MMO. Now why are we talking about leveling? Well, you see, the thing is I really wanted to make a discussion episode just on the leveling process, mainly because of how interesting it is, and just how it's changed overall with this new 12 XP boost thing that's been out for quite a while. But yeah, like I said, so just to start off, my personal view on leveling itself, without 12 XP or with it, is that it's really awesome. Specifically in this game, I mean, more or less, the main reason that I played this game at the start was because of the story content and the leveling process itself. And yeah, I mean, honestly, the good thing about this game is that from level 1 to 50 and to 55 to level 50, 250, 260, just going up in the ranks, is really good. Now, I mean, specifically, level 1 to 50 is by far the best part of the leveling in the game, mainly because it has been out since launch, and they really have perfected it with the storytelling in the game specifically. Now, I mean, you can really start to tell that some of the story aspects of the game start to change from the level 50 all the way to 60, grand scheme of things, mainly because, like I said, the production value of the game at the start was pretty big. Like I said, I mean, there was super high expectations for the game. Many people played it, and I mean, like I said, they really had to add a bunch of story since, like I said, it is the Star Wars The Old Republic. It is with the universe of Knights of the Old Republic. But I mean, they did a really good job at showing the players that they could make a really good story BioWare itself. And yeah, I mean, the leveling process in the game, besides just gaining levels story-wise, is really fun. Now, let's get into the details of some things I don't like, specifically in the storytelling of the game itself. And this just has to do with more or less the close to end game range. Now, as you can tell, you can start to somewhat see the production value slowly diminish every now and then when you're leveling. For example, if you play the whole entire story itself, say I just play the whole entire Trooper with the 12 XP, just through a whole entire weekend. You know, I'm really enjoying the story, and then, you know, I complete Chapter 3, and it's all over. I'm like, wow, that was really good. And then you start to do level 50, and then you're getting all the way to level 55, and then to level 60, we have to go to Macab in Yavin 4. And like I said, you can start to see that some of these story elements slightly disappear. I mean, slowly and steadily. If you even just look at some of Yavin 4 dailies, you don't even get to have conversation with the NPCs, like here, for example, on Ilum. And you can tell that they really started to slow it down, mainly because I guess they really just wanted to focus on some of the in-game content based on some of the complaints and PvP itself. So slowly the story disappeared a tad bit, but they still have kept it going. Like I said, the storytelling in Star Wars The Republic is really good. I think that's one of the huge aspects of the game that a lot of people like. And I think that's also a reason why people still say actually subscribe to this day. I mean, sometimes people will unsubscribe after they complete the story content, like Shadow of Revan, because I know that there are some players that are just the casual players. You know, they play Star Wars The Republic, and they like Knights of the Old Republic, and they specifically like the storytelling itself. And like I said, you can slowly see that some stuff has started to diminish, but the story itself is really good in the game. Now, the next thing I'm going to be talking about leveling-wise is the whole entire process from level 1 to 60. This is going to first be without the 12 XP bonus, and then it's going to be with the 12 XP bonus. I thought that I would talk about each part of the leveling aspect, and that includes both the story, which I just discussed, and of course the leveling, actually just pure XP, getting up the levels and the ranks. And yeah, so the leveling without 12 XP is by far really interesting. I mean, First off, it does take quite a long time, so if you're one of those players, they just want to get directly to level 60, then 12 XP is for you. But for right now, I'm certainly one of those players that, they do want to get to level 60, but they want to experience the story as much as they can without doing as little, I guess, side missions as possible, and the 12 XP managed to do that. But at the same time, I feel like you miss out on a ton of actual places in the game if you don't do these side missions to level up without that extra bonus. So more or less, it's kind of a win-win and also a lose-lose at the same time, because you not only are gaining the fact that you're going to be able to level up fast while going through the whole entire story of the game, but you're going to miss some core elements that are really nice when you're leveling from level 1 to 50 with these side missions, just meeting some of the characters. Yeah, that's just one thing that is slightly missed, and I think that's okay, just because you do really get to enjoy the whole entire game itself while doing some of these story missions, and at the same time, you do level up really fast with 12 XP. But the leveling process without it is really interesting. Like I said, it's really nice that you can still manage to do it. You can turn it off with that feature that they did add, because players were getting really irritated by it. But if you were to ask me, I would say that every now and then I would love to just go ahead and just play through the whole entire game, do the side missions. But at the same time, if you ask me on one day, I might be like, I just want to do the 12 XP, get through the whole entire story, that's it. Because, like I said, sometimes the whole entire side missions can get really repetitive, but when they aren't, they can be absolutely fun. And yeah, that's my view on it right there. Then, of course, the leveling process with the 12 XP. Now, that's a bit different. Now, I mean, it is really faster, like seriously faster. Like, you will be able to completely level in probably about, I'd say, for the average player, I'd say give it about 24 hours just then and there. If you're not trying to rush through everything, through the whole story, then yeah, there's that. But obviously, when you're going to be doing the whole entire side missions and whatnot without the 12 XP, it will take you quite a few days to completely level. But that's the uniqueness of the game. I mean, this game itself has tons of story. It has had actually tons of potential. Some of that has been wasted, but at the same time, some of it hasn't. And it's really shined in the certain department of story and sometimes PvE. Like I said, people are entitled to their own opinions. And I see no problem with the PvE because I haven't completely completed all of it. But I, for one, haven't been really doing raids too much. I've just been making these YouTube videos, just enjoying the game itself. And I feel like that's what eventually comes down to. I mean, in other MMOs, you can get multiple different stuff. But I don't think in any other MMO you can get as nice storytelling as this. I mean, you seriously gotta understand that this is a different approach for an MMO itself. Some people always seem to forget that, it's Star Wars The Old Republic is not just the WoW clone. I mean, some people do think it's the WoW clone because they do take a few things from there, which, I gotta give them credit because that is kind of true. But at the same time, you gotta remember that is The Old Republic, Knights of the Old Republic. It was absolutely amazing on the Xbox or PC or PS2. Like I said, those are really amazing games, and this tried to kind of go back on the side, try to use the name really well, and sometimes it did, and sometimes it didn't, and that just overall allows you with the 12 XP, because you get to see the whole entire story, no side missions, no nothing, so you do miss out on some stuff, but you do get to play the whole entire story really fast. I think more or less this video just kind of goes into different divisions and categories, because the leveling is not just going 1 through 60. I think that may be a tad bit misleading in this video itself, if you're wondering, just by the title. But I feel like this is something that should be discussed, because it is, after all, the leveling process. So my current view, just my final overview of everything on the leveling process is, yes, I just completely approve of it. I really like it, and I think it's really interesting because of how they've managed to expand it and improve it. I just feel like there is some things that they've just managed to slightly miss at the wrong times and just cause a few problems with players, because some players do not like some of the changes. But I, for one, am just all for it. I really like how they're taking the game, taking a somewhat light approach, but at the same time they're trying to show that, they can make some changes, they can help the players, and overall just try to help the game itself. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Star Wars Republic discussion episode. As always, if you guys enjoy these videos, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.